What's good? Got another topic here for you with my guest, Arthurine, the one and only. If you have not watched the other video, I'll link that in the description below. Why don't you introduce yourself real quickly?
So, I'm Arthurine, second year criminology student at Owolabby, and my favorite color is purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
I'll see you had a blog post and stuff, right?
Yeah, so I have a blog. It's called Back to Basics. The link will be below. It's just a devotional blog, just motivation, keeping you up above the water while we're in school, because school sucks. It's just, yeah.
Alright, so we were discussing about some topics for this video, and we came upon the topic of if you're dating someone and they have a child, should you still date them?
Okay. There's two sides to it, and I fall under both sides.
Okay.
So, like, I have 5 had siblings. My parents weren't married when I was born, obviously. So, there were times where my mom started, she kind of hinted at dating. She never really actually dated after I was born,
Okay.
but she kind of hinted. She's like, Arthur, what if I did it? I was just like, no.
Oh, you were like, no. You didn't want her to.
No. But she wasn't like, she just tossed the idea. She's like, one of these days I'm just gonna come home with a boyfriend. I'm like, no, you're not. And then she's just like, what? I'm like, for why? Why do you need one? So, from the child's perspective, depending on how old the child is, it depends. Because, for instance, like my nephew, well, not my nephew, this family in my church, the son was born to his dad, and then his parents were separated, and then the dad got remarried when he was like 6. But his stepmom has been around since he was like 2. So he grew up around her, so it's just like they managed to make it work.
Okay.
So, once again, this goes back to your priorities. Is it gonna bother you that they have a child? Yes, then don't do it. No, continue on, because you can love the kid, but then there's usually another parent you have to deal with. And let me tell you about baby mom drama, baby daddy drama. It's a hassle and it's a commitment, and dating someone with a child isn't something you take lightly, because that child is very malleable. So it's just like whatever you do is going to long term affect that kid. So it's just like if you decide to date, the parent, everything's fine and cool, and you get involved in the kid's life, and the kid builds a connection with you. You gotta be careful, because if something happens between you and the parent, what's the kid going to think?
Another person left me.
Like another person left me. Oh, you're just like my dad, or you're just like my mom, or whatever. And then it's just like, it's awkward, because then now the kid is accustomed to just people coming through their house, dating their parent, and it's just like, ugh. So I think that there's nothing wrong with dating someone who has a child. It's just know what you're getting yourself into and be prepared, because it's a relationship within a relationship.
Jeez.
If that makes sense.
Inception.
No, for real. Like, it's a relationship in a relationship, because you're in a relationship with a person. Okay, so for instance, if it's me. So I'm in a relationship with a guy, but that means he also has a relationship with his kid. I now have a relationship with this kid, and there's still the baby mama who has a relationship with him and the kid. And if she's great, and then it also depends on like the habits of the parent that you're dating.
Yeah.
Because like, I wouldn't want to be with a guy who's a deadbeat dad. No. Because then you have, so you have time for her, but you don't have time for your kid. No. Because like the child also weighs on your relationship just as you weigh on the child's relationship with the parent.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that if you're going to make that decision to date someone with a child, by all means, go ahead. Just know what you're getting yourself into. And be prepared for anything. Because, say for instance, the child's now in school. Okay? If all of a sudden, you know, your man, or in my case, my man's stuck at work, and child needs to be picked up. I'm now in a relationship with that person. So do I assume responsibility to go get the child? Like, there's a lot of hidden things to dating someone with a kid. So you gotta be super careful.
I also feel like for guys, especially, there's also a little bit of an, not all guys, but like some guys, like an ego of like, this is not my kid. I want like, although like, no, it's like, let's say you ended up like marrying that girl, right? And then you guys had a kid. So like, are you gonna treat your kid that you
better
than the other one? So
it's difficult, but you have to want it to work in order for it to happen. Because like, I know so many families that are blended, and the chemistry between the step parent and the child is amazing. So it's just like, it depends on your priorities. It depends on if you want it. And it also depends on how much you're willing to make it work. Because, you know, some kids are brats. And it's funny because, like, my dad never introduced us to his girlfriends while he was dating them. We would just hear the stories. And my sister and I, we would just go on this rampage like, Daddy, why would you date a girl like that? And da, da, da. So, like, the kid also has a lot to do with if that. Because, like, for instance, if I was the one with a child and my child's, what, a year old, baby doesn't have an opinion. Baby's just gonna adjust to another person being there. But if my kid's 10, Mom, who's this?
Your dad.
You're now my dad, you know? You know what I mean? So there's so many factors that go into this, but I'm not averse to it because now that I think about it, like if my parents really wanted to get into another relationship after I was born, by all means, because they deserve to be happy too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just be prepared because there's just so much more to it than what meets the eye. Yeah.
And should you tell people up front that you have a child?
Yes.
Or like...
Yeah. Yes. Same thing with, if you're taking me out for dinner, I have to tell you if I have allergies so that you don't order something that I'm allergic to. Okay?
Yeah.
So, especially if you intend on having this person in your life for either forever or an extended amount of time, they deserve to know. Because hiding that hides a part of who you are and hides something from you. That makes you dishonest. Like, why am I gonna not tell you that I have a kid?
And this also could be like a good way to screen guard that too.
That's true, because it also helps, for us as women, it helps us to see, like, is the guy ready to step up? Is he just trying to find someone to mess with? Is he just not about it at all? Like, what are his actual intentions and priorities? So, yeah.
That's pretty deep.
I mean, it's just coming from a kid who was basically in that situation. And like, meeting my dad's girlfriends, even after they were in a relationship, was still weird.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like,
who is you? Who are you?
Like,
why are you here?
And my dad would be like, oh, this is my daughter, and I'm like, hi. And then I'd spend like 20 minutes just investigating her, like, who are you? What do you want with my father? Like I said, everybody deserves to be happy, so
yeah.
If a parent wants to get back out there, by all means, do you, boo-boo. And don't let having a kid stop you from getting into a relationship, because the right person will know how to handle that.
You have like a quote that you always follow?
When it comes to that?
Or like, I guess relationships?
Read this quote a really long time ago. It said, the better person you become, the better person you attract. So, yeah, it's kind of like the more you grow, the more you know, the better you become, the better type of people that you come around. So like, the quality of guys that I talked to when I was in high school compared to like the type of guys that spark my interest now. Yeah.
You're growing up.
A lot.
Alright, so I think that about wraps it up. That's our topic for today. Make sure you check out Arthurine's blog posts. Their social media will be linked down below. And I hope you found some value from this video. God bless and much love.